Today we're going to take you through a little roast with the Oro 8. We've shown you roasting with the Oro 2.5, the Plus model, the basic model. We've also given you a little bit of instruction from the Oro 5, and we've never really shown you much on the Oro 8. Basically they all roast the same, but we did want to take you through one. So right now we're running the roaster through what we call our heat test, which is a test where we take it up to maximum temperatures to make sure the machine's functioning properly. One of the many tests we do when you buy a new roaster. And then in just a few minutes we'll take you through a roast and we'll show you how easy it is to do a maximum roast of 7 and 8 pounds, as well as roast as small as 8 ounces. So we'll get into that in just a moment. Today we're just going to roast 3 pounds of Mexico organic coffee. And so we've preheated the machine up to close to 400. We're going to go ahead and now charge the beans. Start the timer. Charging 3 pounds of Mexico organic. And we'll go through an entire roast. Okay, so we just charged the beans about 35 seconds ago. Temperature was close to 400. It's now dropping down to the temperature of the beans. We'll probably see it drop down as much as a couple hundred degrees. Our drum speed is on 7. What I like to do, because that's not based on RPM, but it's based on the percentage of the speed of the motor, is I like to look at the viewing window inside the drum to make sure it's tumbling at a 45-degree angle. So just to let you see there, that's at about a 45-degree angle. I'm pretty happy with the way that is on the drum speed. Our airflow is at 1.5. We've actually started to climb because our KPA is pretty high at 3. I'm going to bump that back a little bit. So we're 2 minutes 38 seconds, 282 degrees on the bean temperature, 386 on the hot air. Our KPA, this is a propane model, our KPA is at slightly under 2.5. Our airflow is at 1.5. I'm going to start monitoring the beans and see how it's looking as far as chaff in the drum, making sure the smoke's being removed, as I may bump up the airflow a little sooner. Generally I bump up the airflow more as I get closer to the Maillard Phase, around 335 degrees, and right now we're right at about 300 degrees. Here we are now at 320 degrees, 4 minutes 15 seconds. I'm getting ready to bump up the airflow. I'm going to go ahead and bump it up to about 2.5 and see how that affects things. Right now our roasting temperature is at 327. The hot air is at 400. Our roast time is at 4 minutes 35 seconds. Don't know how well you can see the control panel, but I'm pretty satisfied with the rate of rise. We've just gone into the Maillard Phase, so we're at 345 degrees, 5 minutes 17 seconds. The KPA gas is at about 2.3, which seems to be plenty power for the speed and the pace that we're going with 3 pounds of beans. This is the first roast on this machine, so it's not at its optimum heat level. We're taking a look over at the beans. We're getting into that browning phase, the Maillard Phase. Not sure if you can see that very well, but it's a nice light brown. I think there's a little bit more smoke in the drum than I'd like to see, so I'm going to bump it up to 3.5 and keep an eye on the rate of rise as well as the air temperature, which, as you probably can see, the air temperature at 6 minutes 12 seconds is 415 degrees. The roasting temperature at 363, almost 365 now, kPa 2.3, drum speed 7. In just a moment, I'm going to bump up the drum speed just a little bit more. I've bumped up the drum speed to 8. The roasting time is 7 minutes 5 seconds. We're probably going to be going into first crack real soon, as the roasting temperature, or the bean temperature, just now hitting 380. Yeah, I'm beginning to hear first crack. So, and our hot air temperature is 416. We're going to leave the kPa right at about 2.3. I may bump it back to 2 in a moment, and then as it goes into a rolling first crack, we'll probably lower it a little bit more. Alright, I don't have a great amount of space in here, so I can't show you a lot of different angles, but I'm bumping the airflow up to 4. I'm cutting back the gas to 1.5 because we're at 8 minutes, 3 seconds at 393 degrees. I like to take this Mexico organic up to a full city, no more than a full city plus. So I may go up to about 415 degrees and see how that goes. So we're probably looking at no more than a 10-minute roast. All right, a little bit different angle here. Right now we're getting close to where I want to cut it off. We're 408 degrees, 9 minutes, 35 seconds. I've cut the kPa back to 1.5. I'm going to go ahead and kick off the gas. Let it roll into about 415. I'm bumping up the airflow to 5. Don't know how well you can see the beans, but they look like they're about ready to go. We're at 412 degrees, and we're going to go ahead and not sure how good the lighting is, but we've got a nice full city. So what we're going to do now is our temperature's plenty high enough. We're going to go ahead and charge a small sample roast to show you how easy it is to jump between medium size to big roast to small sample roast.